Hey guys, this is Amy. Welcome to Gluten Free for All. And let's get into the video.
Hi everyone. We are here to make some of Nellie Gavin's, I can read, Nellie Gavin's Irish bread. But it doesn't say soda bread, but there's no soda in it, so I guess that's why. I don't know, maybe they put soda in it. They do not have soda in it. So, it's Irish bread. Similar to Irish soda bread, but there's no baking soda in it. So, but that's okay. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. We're gonna make this. So, we need 1 egg. So I've got, ironically, Nellie's eggs. Because this is also Nellie. That's not actually why, I just really like these eggs. Now over here in my bowl, I've already got my 4 tablespoons of butter measured out into here, just because that's kind of messy and annoying to do on camera. So I'm gonna put my egg in here now. I should have thought of a place to put these shells, but luckily, this island houses my garbage can, so that will be great. Unless I spill it everywhere. Here we go. Okay, so 1 egg, my 4 tablespoons of butter, and 1 cup of milk. Now, I am lactose intolerant. So I have in here almond milk and Earth Balance tub butter, but obviously if you don't have a lactose intolerance or a dairy allergy as well as your gluten, then you don't have to do that. You can use whatever you would want to use. Now this says you can also use buttermilk. You don't have to use just plain milk. You can use buttermilk as well if you prefer. I feel like there's already a lot of butter in here, so does buttermilk have butter in it? I think it's just vinegar and milk. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't drink milk. So this isn't stirring very well though, I gotta say. But once this is stirred, I'm gonna put in my box mix. I'm just kind of breaking up this butter a little bit. Maybe I should have let it soften first, which I really did not do. But yeah, so now we're gonna pour this in to our mixing bowl. Jeez, they really sealed this thing. Okay, well, here we go. All right. Oh, what's that? Oh, raisins, of course. Drips easily. Okie doke. Oh, this is a lot. This bowl might be a little small. Now I already have my, oh, look away. I already have my my sprayed loaf pan over here. Now this loaf pan is non-stick, but I did spray it a bunch, but they also said to flour it. I wasn't going to do that because I just didn't want to. So we'll see. I hope it comes out fine. But yeah, they say a loaf pan sprayed and floured. I am spraying myself with flour, as you can see. All right, this is mixing in, and I'll show you guys what this looks like before I spoon it into the pan, because it says to spoon it specifically. So I guess I can't pour it or place it in there if it's doughy enough. I'm going to have to spoon it in there. I don't know, this seems pretty dry for me to This is going to be kind of a... Also, Irish soda bread in a loaf pan? I don't know. I was going to put it on a cookie sheet in a blob, you know, in a circular shape, because that's Irish soda bread to me, but the box says a loaf pan, so that's what it's going to be. Because it said something about a circle pan or something, but I don't know what that is, so I don't have it. Alright, so this consistency is, I would say, spoonable, maybe. We'll find out in a minute. So yeah, this is what that looks like. You guys see that? Okay. So let's spoon it on into our loaf pan. I'm gonna move this out of the way so you guys can see a little better. Spooning on in. It's dense. So similar to Irish soda bread, which is what we're looking for. So yeah, I mean, this isn't spoon this in. This is take a ball and stick it in, but we'll kind of press it down. It doesn't say to do that, but we'll have to, because it's the consistency of it means that we're gonna have to. So we'll take this spoon and we'll kind of mash it a bit, or I'll have to use my hands maybe. All right, it's a little wet for hand comfort. You know, it's not like a dough that you roll out with a rolling pin. It's wetter than that. So doing this with my hands feels gross. But the spoon really wasn't going to work. It's a little bit too dense for that. I'll kind of fill in the holes with what's left here. And you can watch me look very silly with my disgusting hands. I will get this in the oven. It's already preheated to 350 degrees, and we cook for an hour. Okay, so we've got some Irish soda bread. I'll show you what that looks like. And then I guess we can cut this up and give it a try. Okay, so I'm gonna cut into this. I'm just gonna do the outer edge on this one side. And I've got this little thing I'm just gonna scoop it with. Okay, it's separating nicely when I scoop it with this. And between the nonstick and the cooking spray, it definitely did not stick to the pan. That's good. All right, I've got my little slice here. Okay. Very scone-like. The top almost looks like a biscuit. And then the inside, you know, when I have this like this and I sort of look at that, that's looking very scone-like to me. So let's give this a taste. It's still pretty hot, it's steaming, but I'll kind of break it apart to let a little bit of that release. Tastes good. Yeah, I don't know if I did the best job of mixing it. I'm getting like a lot of very sort of separate flavors and textures. So I guess I just didn't mix it well enough. But it tastes good. You can get the raisins already in there, which is nice. And it's got that crunchiness on the outside, softness on the inside. It tastes good. I don't know if I feel like it tastes like Irish soda bread though. But it's been so many years since I've eaten Irish soda bread, I'm not sure if I even remember exactly what it tastes like. But it tastes really good. Like I said, it's kind of biscuit or scone-like. It's got a, an exterior that reminds me very much of like a biscuit, and then the inside is softer, which is definitely what you want from a gluten-free mix. Because I feel like so often you're dealing with stuff that's so dry and fall apart and just awful. But this, it binds together. It's dense. It's sweet enough. It doesn't taste like a biscuit, It's got the raisins already in there. It's good. It's good. So yeah, I would recommend this. A traditional recipe since 1961. Yeah, this has potato, rice, baking powder, and cream of tartar. And that's basically all that's in this. And sugar and raisins. So it's pretty great. And I mean, in terms of, you guys know me most likely. If you've seen any of my other videos, I'm not really a baker. I'll bake stuff with mixes, but that's as far as it goes. And I'll try to follow the instructions, but I'm not necessarily the best at that. But, we did our best to follow the instructions with this, and I think it came out really good. I mean, I think that there's room to move around. I think there's room to kind of make it your own. I mean, we did with the butter and the almond milk. I mean, I'm sure if I used a drastically different milk, it would taste very different, right? So this is pretty sweet, I feel like. But I used vanilla almond milk that was sweetened. So if I used unsweetened enriched rice milk, it would probably taste really different, right? So, I mean, I think there's a lot of space to kind of do your own thing with this and not necessarily feel like it's just not going to come out right. I think you can kind of adapt this to your own preferences in a way that other baking mixes maybe don't necessarily allow for. So I actually really highly recommend this because, like I said, I think it gives you a lot of space to kind of incorporate your own preferences and make it how you want to make it. And it does end up like Irish soda bread. I mean, the picture on the box is drastically different from what I have here. The consistency of the inside of what it looks like in this photo is very bread-like. It's got those sort of bubbles that you see in a piece of white bread. And the crust is very bread-like too. But what I have here is not like that at all. It's biscuity on the outside, and the inside is, it's like a soft scone. It's very dense. There's no bubbles. It's very packed together. but it's, it's not too dry. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's different ways you could make this and come out with different consistencies, different tastes. You could add more raisins. You could add other stuff probably too, nuts or, whatever is your preference. And I think this box mix is versatile in that way. So I highly recommend this. If you want it to be as traditional as possible, I would say follow the instructions to a T, because what I have really doesn't get you there. But I mean, what they have in the picture doesn't really seem like traditional Irish soda bread to me either. So I don't know, maybe it's a guess and test kind of thing to try and get it as traditional as you can. But yeah, I mean, I recommend it. I think it's great, and like I said, I think it's versatile and it's simple. There's not a lot of steps, and that means a lot to me as someone who's really not a great baker. I can just follow the simple instructions, do it, and then I come out with something that's good. That's all I ever want when I bake something, right? I don't necessarily want it to be, traditional or something that looks exactly like what's on the box. I just want it to come out tasting good and hopefully not falling apart quite the way you always expect gluten-free stuff to fall apart. So I would say this is a win for sure. So I recommend Nellie Gavin's Irish bread gluten-free premier mix. All right, happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy it, guys.
Thanks for joining me in celebrating your gluten freedom. Leave your thoughts in the comments section for me below. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified of new videos. If you'd like to see more of us here at the Geek for All family of channels, check the description box down below. I'm Amy, and thanks so much for watching.